Hey Tony, my name's Kyle. Talked to the team earlier and they said you should check this out. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality HVAC jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, all right, man, what's a marketing guy be doing this for free and what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most HVAC guys are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how their internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving HVAC guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle, dude. Just handle this technical stuff for me so I could just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs. Then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you guys can do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with here is content. Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you your biggest competitor here in Longmont, which would be Homerun Heating Air, who's currently stealing most of those high quality jobs, honestly, because they're ranking at that top spot, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see how many words, excuse me, I'm sorry, how many words they have on their front page, okay? Now, I know you're probably thinking like, all right, man, that's cool, Kyle, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically, when obviously, if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, then you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all the words that they currently have here from top to bottom. We're going to go to a word counter here, okay? Paste it in. It looks like right now they actually have about 421 words, which is pretty okay. It's pretty good. All right, now let's go and check out your guys' site here, and let's see how you guys are matching up in terms of wording here, okay? So it looks like right now you guys have about 1,000 words on your front page, okay? Which means if you have enough words on your website, or at least more than your competitors, and you're not ranking #1, then it comes down to either 1, not having the right keywords, or 2, not having enough backlinks, okay? Which I'm gonna show you here in a second in this video. But to give you a better idea of the keywords, let's go to Ahrefs here. This is basically a tool I use. It's a few $100s a month, but essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what you guys actually show up here for, okay? When people are searching for HVAC services here in the area. So we'll start with Homerun first. We'll go and put their website into here. We're gonna go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? It's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up on the top spot or the front page for, furnace repair Longmont, HVAC Longmont, AC, air conditioning repair, furnace repair, furnace installation, right? And many, many, many more. And if you see the traffic here, do you see how it says 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 20, 20, and it just goes on forever? So they're getting at least, 500 to 1,000 people just in Longmont alone clicking on their website and looking for their HVAC services specifically, which is really, really cool. Okay. Now let's go ahead and check out your site, man, and let's see what you guys are showing up here for. Okay. And people are searching for HVAC services. So it looks like right now you guys are you're showing up for about 29 keywords. We see air conditioning, Longmont, Longmont HVAC services, Homerun Heating Air. I'm not sure if this was a previous company, but obviously quite a few more. Okay. Now, if you look a little bit more closely to this, obviously it shows 29 keywords, but it looks like you're really only showing up for about maybe 8 to 10 of those keywords, because the rest of these are actually lost, which means to Google you're showing up as spam and you're actually not showing up at all. okay? And for the words that you actually are showing up for, you're showing up on the 22nd, 30th, 40th, 60th, 80th position, which means for literally all of your words, you're either showing up on like the 5th page of the Google list or like, the 10th, 20th, 30th page of Google. So do you see the difference here? This is the importance of getting your online presence done correctly. As well, you can see you're getting 0 traffic for all of these words. So if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs here in the area and outrank your competition, then obviously you have enough words, but the most important thing is making sure that you have the right keywords on your homepage, okay? Super, super important to claiming those high quality jobs. All right, now the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations. Now I know you're probably thinking like, dude, what is a citation and why does it even matter, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, HVAC Longmont, Colorado, right? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And you see how M&M Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is currently showing up number 1? This is not because of the reviews, okay? It's not because they have pretty pictures on there, a big company, or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, all right? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be saying, well, all right, that's cool, Kyle, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories. This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are. So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC. And when you do show up on the top spot on the map pack, then we actually had about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up, okay? So super, super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack. But actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see, okay? And when I search for, HVAC Longmont, repair, installation, really anything like that, I don't really see you guys pop up here at all, okay? Kind of going back to what I was showing you earlier. So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks. That is other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, then that's perfect. That's amazing. But obviously if you're an HVAC guy and you have, McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go ahead and go back to HFs here and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? Let's click on backlinks here. And it looks like right now they have about 475 backlinks, which is pretty solid, okay? But again, how do we get these? How do we beat them? Well, essentially what we do is we go down this entire list of links and match the same exact links for your business or your website so that way you guys show up at that number 1 spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outrank your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority, it ain't some magic trick, okay? There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing the business, right? Helping your family and your team. So let me show you what this means for your guys' bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? So I did a bit of research, and by the way, this entire breakdown, this is literally just for Longmont alone. This isn't counting any other city in Colorado. And for Longmont, there's actually about 3.4 thousand people searching for HVAC services every single month, as you can see here. Okay. Now let's just do some conservative math here. And let's say out of those 3,400 people, let's just say only 5% of those people are even convertible and honestly want the services that you offer. Okay. That would mean an extra 170 potential book jobs for your company every month. All right. Now let's say you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates. Let's say you close, 40% of those jobs, right? That would mean an extra 68 closed and booked jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean for you, man? In terms of growing the business, right? Maybe hiring more guys, right? Keeping them busy around. In terms of revenue, right? So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when HVAC guys get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, the first thing is going to be content. So you obviously have enough words, but the biggest thing is having the right keywords on your front page. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, okay? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the number one choice when it comes to HVAC. And if you implement this, you will be number one. I'm sure you're probably thinking like, dude, listen, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, you can either number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you can just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Monument, Colorado. So I even love to meet you in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for you guys. Showed you a few things you can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, okay? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get out there and we'll talk soon.